see. All right.
Okay, wait, are we ready? Sorry.
Yep,
I'm ready.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
okay. We are Fantastic Five, and our brand is Crazy Water. Going over our table of contents, we have our rationale, product and service solution, significant revenue impacting cost plan, operation, and appendix. So, not everyone at the party wants to drink alcohol, but no one wants to be the one holding a boring plastic bottle. People want to fit in and stand out at the same time. They want hydration that looks cool, feels bold, and supports the planet. That's where we come in. We are Crazy Water. Today, people want more than just water. They want a product that fits their lifestyle. Our target audience, mostly Gen Z and millennials, care about how things look, what they stand for, and how they make them feel. At concerts, parties, and festivals, not everyone wants to drink alcohol, but drinking plain water from a plastic bottle doesn't exactly make a statement. Crazy Water offers something better. Cans that look like beer, filled with clean mountain spring water. They help people blend in socially while staying true to their health and values. The packaging is recyclable aluminum, so it also appears eco-conscious buyers who want less plastic in the world. In short, we're solving for hydration, image, and sustainability all in one product. The bottled water market is already massive, and it's still growing. It's expected to reach over $500 billion by 2033, with strong interest in new formats like canned water. Gen Z and millennials make up more than 40% of US consumer base, and 78% of Gen Z say they prefer brands that align with their values, especially around sustainability. Aluminum is trending because it keeps drinks cold and is more recyclable than plastic. That's why you're seeing more energy drinks and sparkling water in cans, and water is next. Crazy Water is designed to meet this shift. It's not just a product, it's part of a movement towards cleaner branding, cooler design, and smarter materials. Our team brings together three areas: product management, marketing, and engineering. Casey is our product manager. He keeps projects on track and makes sure every part of our plan aligns with our goals. Delina leads marketing. She focuses on how to connect with our audience, shape our message, and position our product. Then our engineers, me, Kim, and Nolan, develop product design, especially the packaging and sustainability features. We each bring different strengths to the table, and together we're building a product that's not just marketable, but meaningful. Passing it off to Delina.
So, our product is a single-use aluminum can that's designed to replace plastic bottles with a more sustainable option. Aluminum is easier to recycle and can be remade into new cans, which is why we focus on keeping production simple and efficient by using existing soda can manufacturing, sourcing local tap water, minimizing hose cleaning, and printing directly onto the cans. The water is filtered with activated charcoal and treated as needed, then packaged in standard 16.9-ounce cans with bold designs. Our labels highlight zero sugar, zero calories, no artificial sweeteners, gluten-free, and 100% recyclable aluminum. Along with purified still water, we offer natural fruit flavors like lime, berry, mango, and watermelon using real juice concentrates. Sustainability is at the core of our brand, and we plan to introduce a rebate recycling program at festivals, concerts, and sporting events so cans can be collected, melted down, and reused. As we grow, we'll continue adding new flavors and increasing our market share to help reduce plastic waste across the industry. Our product-focused strategy lets us mass produce canned water efficiently and consistently. Since the product is standardized, we use a continuous specialized process for filtration, forming, branding, and packaging. This reduces costs, improves reliability, and aligns with how successful beverage companies maintain high volume production. So for our location, we considered key factors such as site cost, transportation access, zoning, supply proximity, and environmental impact. Because canned water mainly requires metal and local tap water, operating in the US, specifically California's Central Valley, offers major advantages. Bakersfield provides lower land and operating costs compared to areas like Los Angeles or the Bay Area, while still sitting along major transportation routes that make distribution efficient. California also has the largest population in the country and a strong consumer focus on sustainability, which aligns perfectly with our product. Based on our factor rating analysis, the US scores slightly higher overall, mainly due to stronger distribution networks and a larger customer base. So our facility uses a work cell layout that helps the entire production process tightly connected and efficient. We start by bringing in recycled aluminum, which is processed and formed into new cans on site. Those cans are then fed directly into our natural and flavored Crazy Water assembly lines, each equipped with water pumps, filtration, and flavor mixing stations. After filling cans, they're moved to labeling and then packaging, where they're boxed and transferred to the shipping depot for palletizing and distribution. This layout minimizes movement between steps and supports a smooth, continuous flow. Based on our projected first-year sales, our takt time is 9.36 seconds, which is achievable because of our semi-automated system. And workers are positioned at the start of the line to load cans and at the end to assemble boxes and prepare pallets for shipping. And then moving on to Kim.
The supply costs are a significant factor in our high profit margins. Our product is sold for $20 for a pack of 10, which is $2 per can, and gives us a profit margin of $1.84 per can. The main supplies like aluminum, water, and the can and lid are sourced efficiently. For example, the aluminum cost is only 40 cents per pack of 10. Based on our supply chain strategy, we project sales expectations to be 1 million packs in our first year, increasing to 2 million in second year, and 3.5 million in year 3. Our total supply cost is very manageable, starting at 1.47 million in year 1 and increasing predictably to 5.14 million by year 3, aligning with our aggressive sales of growth. Moving to our operating expenses, we have a lean structure, which is important for profitability. We have 3 employees in the first year and will increase to 6 employees for years 2 and 3 as our production increases. Employees are paid $20 per hour based on 160 hours per month. This controlled labor cost is a major component to our low total yearly costs. Our fixed costs are stable and low, with secured a very reasonable rent of $30,000 per year and utility costs of $6,000 per year. We are focused on growth, so our marketing budget will increase by $4,000 each year. We are starting at $4,000 and reaching $12,000 by year 3. Our total operating costs are very controlled, $150,200 in year 1, and then increasing to $274,400 for years 2 and 3, which is a fraction of our projected revenue. This slide summarizes the most important part of our plan, our 3-year revenue projection. We project our revenue to increase by 100% from year 1 to year 2 and continue this aggressive growth in year 3. This aggressive growth drives the revenue from $20 million in year 1 to staggering $70 million by year 3. The key takeaways are exceptional profitability. We maintain a high net income margin of 83% across all 3 years because the total expenses due to our low unit cost manufacturing and control operating expenses have a small impact on overall revenue. After accounting for our total yearly costs and a California tax rate of 9.73%, we project a net income of $16.5 million in year 1, which more than doubles to $33 million in year 2 and comes to nearly $58.3 million by year 3. On
All
to
right,
Casey and Nolan.
all right, thank you. So we'll talk about the project scope roughly. Allison did mention a bit about this on her earlier slides pertaining to market demand, but essentially we are creating a canned water brand. Our main factors that make us attractive is that we're ecologically friendly and 100% recyclable. The market that we are targeting is the younger demographic that are health focused. Why this is why it's really essential that we are based in California. This is somewhere that the people, the consumers there find to be very important. On top of that, we'll talk slightly about the kind of demand of growth. There's a compound annual growth rate of 6% when we're talking about canned water. And then when we're talking about luxury canned water, it's even higher. It's around 9.82%. So this goes to show that they are a growing demand, a growing market for this type of item. If we go on to the next slide, we'll talk about the work breakdown structure and certain milestones. Here we have it listed, and I'll go through it. We have project charter, we have a budget development, raw materials and can prep, water sourcing, quality, brand and printing, final assembly, and packaging, monitor control, and finally closing out. This is kind of what our product life cycle will look like as a whole. If we go on to the next slide, we're going to be talking about quality control. This is very important when it comes to the type of product we are creating. What we're making is a consumable good. Having imperfections within our product could lead to harm or injury or death of our consumers. We don't want this to happen because it could largely damage our reputation. So we implement Six Sigma. This is strategy to create statistically perfect products. We'll have out of 1 million products, there will be 3.4 imperfections. Goes to show it's very, very unlikely of imperfections. On top of that, we'll stack quality auditing and adoption of best practice in order to maintain a certain level of standardization. Next slide.
All right, so for the supply chain strategy, we would like to go with the few suppliers approach, which would give us significant economies of scale. That means basically the more we produce, the lower the unit cost becomes. And for our initial source of aluminum for our cans, we're going to go with Industrial Metal Supply Co. They're based out of North and South California, and they'll be able to give us aluminum, and we need 0.032 pounds per can, and it costs 2,900 per ton of aluminum. So that would cost us practically about 40 cents per can. And when it comes to the water and flavor source for our final product, we're going to use San Jose Water and the LA Department of Public Water. These are just the public water sources, so we'll figure out the cost, the variable cost with them. And then we will go with Vita Pack Citrus Company. They're based out of California, which is nice because since we use all local companies, it'll reduce shipping costs, and we can establish relationships over time to potentially lower costs as well. And for the next slide. So for our inventory strategy, we're going to use just-in-time strategy. This will prevent overstocking and decreases waste while having enough supplies to satisfy demand. Just in case anything happens, any delays or shipping emergencies, we'll keep a supply of 2 weeks worth of materials on hand. And then we'll also be using the first in, first out method. We'll basically store our finished goods in a climate controlled area to ensure freshness and prevent spoilage. And then to audit all this inventory, we'll be using like an electronic inventory auditing system. And then the next slide. Our communication strategy, this project basically consisted of us using Google Drive, a group chat, and meeting in class every week to talk to each other. And then our main stakeholder is going to be Professor Key. And to stay up to date with her, we attended class regularly, submitted work by deadlines, and we double checked with her on any project specifications. For our customers, we'll communicate with them mostly by social media and email promotion, our website, and also QR codes. And if they have any issues, we'll offer customer support through email and direct messages.
Then going over our appendix, we have all the graphs we used in our project that were in the slides. They're all labeled. So we have our part 1 and our part 2. And then after that, we have our references. So thank you.
How were we on time?
I honestly I didn't record. But I think if you just look at the recording or once you end it, you can just like cut it down.